Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Faith and Beyond TV. I am so extremely excited. Happy Fearless Friday to you. Remember, every day is a happy one. Today we are going to be talking about 5 things that we should prepare for in our 20s, and if we did not get a chance to prepare for these 5 things in our 20s, let's make sure to prepare for these 5 things in our 30s. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so if we are not already, we need to invest into a retirement account of some sort. It is our younger self responsibility to take care of our older self, so the time is now. Most employers invest into 401ks or 403bs for their employees. However, if your employer is not investing for you, don't worry. You can invest on your own. There are solo 401ks or even Roth IRAs that you can invest in, both of which accumulate compound interest. What is compound interest? Compound interest is the reinvesting of interest. So interest on top of interest, which is major. So in the description box below, I am going to have a compound interest calculator. So you guys are going to be able to play around with the numbers a little bit. However, in the meantime, I need for you to decide, if you have not already, on a retirement age. So let's say I'm 28, I want to retire at 65. So that's about 37 years of investing, but I'm going to tack on an additional 30 years from age 65 because I'm going to live until about 95 or so. So those are the golden years that we are planning for, that 30-year time span from 65 to 95. We want to make sure that we're living comfortably. So in this compounding calculator, you are going to insert your initial investment, how many years you are going to be investing, at what monthly rate, because we're going to be investing into this retirement account monthly. At what percentage? You're going to be able to see the numbers fluctuate, and you're going to get familiar with the retirement number that comfortably suits your means. So the name of the game is to start investing now so that we can live comfortable later. Life insurance. Life insurance is extremely important. Who needs life insurance? If you are a young single professional, a young family, a business owner, the head of the household, or a mature employee, you need life insurance. Depending on how a retiree or a senior has handled their financial planning over the years will determine whether or not they need to invest into a life insurance policy. The different policies that are out there are term life, whole life, survivalship, universal, and variable universal life insurance policies. The most common policies are term life and whole life. Whole life being the more expensive policy that you have to pay in for as long as you are living. Term life being the more affordable policy. You can open up a 5-year, 10-year, 15, 20, or 30-year policy. However, after that time span, that policy will be no longer. My financial advisor, Mr. Dave Ramsey, recommends only a term life policy. He refers to a whole life policy as a cash value policy. I influence you guys, or recommend for you guys, to listen to his book or read his book, The Total Money Makeover. He goes into explaining which policy would be best for you. The purpose of having a life insurance policy is to make sure that you cover all expenses for your funeral before that time comes, and also it gives you the opportunity to leave something behind for your loved ones. So as uncomfortable as these conversations may be, they are extremely vital. If we do not know the answers to these questions, we need to sit down with our loved ones and ask them, do you have life insurance? Do you have a living will? Do you have a last will? Do you have a living trust? Who is your power of attorney? How will funeral expenses be handled? So how do you know that you qualify for a will? If you have children, if you are married, if you have assets, if you want to give anything to charity, or if you have a positive net worth, you will need a will. So what is a living will? A living will is a legal document stating or giving someone the consent on medical treatments when you are no longer able to give consent on your own. A last will is the distribution of your assets. A living trust is listing all of your legal assets. What is the power of attorney? A power of attorney is someone who is able to speak on your behalf as far as financial and legal matters are concerned. Well, in order to avoid probate fees after you are no longer here for your beneficiaries, you would want to look into having a living trust along with a last will. This will prevent your beneficiaries from having to go into the courtrooms and pay extra fees. So you will need to look into a last will along with a living trust in order to avoid these probate fees for your beneficiaries. So let's say that grandma has you in the will to receive her home. So along with that home, you're going to receive what the government calls inheritance taxes. Now, a lot of people are unaware of these inheritance taxes unless they had a friend or a family member who lost a loved one and received a home and also received these inheritance taxes. These inheritance taxes can be anywhere between $50,000 to $100,000 depending on how much the home is worth. And it does not matter if the home is paid off or not. You will still receive these inheritance taxes. However, there are ways around these inheritance taxes. So let's say we have this conversation with grandma while she's still living. We ask grandma to put our name on the deed while she's still living. This is how you avoid paying those inheritance taxes. But if grandma passes away and your name is not on that deed, you will receive her home, but you will receive her home along with those inheritance taxes. So guys, it is extremely, extremely important that we are sitting down and having these vital conversations with our loved ones, preparing now so that we won't have to figure it out later. Did you know that we become a combined average of the 5 closest people that we spend the majority of our time with? We begin to pick up their health habits, their attitude, their income, the way they dress, and sometimes even the way they talk. Show me your friends and I will show you your success level. It is time to start choosing friends on purpose. We need to start asking ourselves, is this person an asset in my life? Are they adding value to my life? Or are they a liability? Are they taking away value? The power of association is so powerful. We will either increase our performance or decrease our performance based on the performance of our association. Remember, you cannot grow trees with rotten seeds. So remember to cut away of those rotten apples. Hi guys, thank you so much for tuning into Faith and Beyond. I truly appreciate you for giving me the most important thing that you can give anyone, and that is your time. Please don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel. In the description box below, I'm going to have a documentary for you guys. It is called The Creature from Jekyll Island. It is literally going into detail about how the Federal Reserve System all got started. This gentleman literally dissects it. So I'm sure that you guys are going to absolutely love that. And also, I always want to give you guys a scripture so that we can stand and agree on. That scripture is going to be Proverbs chapter 13, verse 22, and that scripture reads, "A wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children." I am so super excited that you guys tuned in today. Please, again, don't forget to like this video and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _faith&beyond. You can also find me on Facebook. It is my name, Faith Young. I hope that you guys have an awesome and incredible week, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.